Hello, everybody. I believe that we are on. Hello, everybody. This is Rodrigo, and your Scopy Director, and this is our MM17 preparations webinar for the Scopy sessions. I'm here today live from Barcelona, and with these amazing people who are going to help me with the facilitation of the sessions, of this webinar in this case. Briefly, let me just change to the presentation. Just a sec. There you go. Everybody's seeing the presentation, I believe. And I'm going to introduce the facilitators. All right. The first one will be Omer. Can you please introduce yourself?
Hello everyone, I'm Ömer Yasir from Turkey, and I'm also the RA for Europe.
Yeah. So, there's Sartak.
Hello everyone, this is Sartak, and I'm RA Scopy Asia Pacific, and I can't wait to meet you guys in less than a week.
This is Vilme.
Hi guys, I'm Bomi. I'm the Scopy RA for Africa, and I'm super excited for Montenegro.
And this is Miriana.
Hello everyone from me too. My name is Miriana, and I'm new in IFMSA Serbia. And for this March meeting, I will be in the sessions team for Scopy, and can't wait to meet you all, of course.
All right, and just the same thing, but the way back now, everybody needs to say their Harry Potter house. All right. So Miriana, you can start. As you might know, Ravenclaw, knowledge comes first. Slytherin, knowledge is the power. Hufflepuff, knowledge is gained through hard work. Gryffindor, this is Sparta. What will be yours?
Mine will be Sparta.
Okay, Vilme.
So Gryffindor, yeah, for sure. But I think that my RA will he will say that I'm a Slytherin, so something between, I guess.
Okay, Vilme.
Well, since Omer calls me the mother of all evil, and as we all know, I'm probably Slytherin.
Okay. How about you, Sartak?
I think Hufflepuff for me, maybe. Knowledge is gained through hard work. Hufflepuff.
You'll be Hufflepuff. Okay. And Omer?
I'm also Hufflepuff.
Almost Hufflepuff. All right. So I believe that in this case, I will be, I don't know, Slytherin maybe. I'm also not joining Vilme on that, I think. So let's just move forward with the presentation. Everybody can see my screen.
It's low, yeah.
Yeah, everybody can see my screen. And after the introduction of the facilitators, I'm gonna tell you what we're gonna see in this webinar. So about this webinar, we'll have the sessions team introduction, the presentation of the survival kit, the presentation of the general sessions agenda, the March meeting preparations, reminder for participants and NEOs, and then we're gonna finalize with the warmest Scope sessions team wishes for you. Yes. So one thing that I need to mention before even proceeding with this is you can find in the right corner of your tab place so you can ask questions, you can spread whatever you want, you can share your ideas, and our sessions team will be responsible to read for them, stand for your voice for everybody. Okay, so we're going to start with welcome. I'm going to introduce you our amazing Scope International team that has been working with you since October 1st, 2016. Oh, yeah, 2016. This is Tommaso Pomerani. He is our general assistant. He's from Italy. This is Vilme. Vilme is the RA Africa. she's from South Africa. Andrea Falconi from Ecuador, Array Americas. Sartak, they already introduced himself, from Asia Pacific. Bilal from the EMR region, and Omer from Europe. We are working for the March meeting with the help with the amazing people which compose the sessions team for Montenegro. Those people are Miriana, that is here in the webinar. You're gonna hear from her a lot. Dino from Bohemia, from Bosnia. Miriana is from Serbia. Florian is from Germany, okay, but he has a mother from Brazil, so he's also Brazilian. And this is Ahmed. Ahmed is from IFMSA Iraq. Rodrigo Penados from Guatemala, and Desiree Ruinda. Desiree Ruinda is from Tanzania. We have a pretty much intercultural team, and composed by these 13 amazing people and me, the Scopy director from Brazil. All right. I want to highlight the importance of the survival kit. The survival kit that you've noticed that I share with you with all the Scopy members in the servers. It contains information for you that you can use during the sessions, such as the general agenda, description of each task, what to expect if this is your first March meeting, General Assembly, IFMSA meeting, and so on. Okay, please take this document with you. And then I leave the floors to Vilme, because she will continue the introduction to the general agenda. Vilme, it's all on you.
So what we're looking at right now is just the overview of the general agenda of the meeting. So as you can see, the first day of the meeting, or day 0, is where your opening ceremony is, and the dinner. So this is where we all just get dressed up and we meet each other and we see old friends and we get this whole. Then on day 1 and day 2, and we have our standing committee 9. This is very important. Please don't be late. On day 4, you'll see, however, that we start later. This is the session. You will note of that. So this is our last day, where we'll be ending our sessions and then saying goodbye and leaving on day 6. Okay, so if we look at our day 1 sessions, this is the very, very first day of our Scopy sessions, and it'll start with a brief introduction session, just to get to know you, just to say hey, and to put everything on to a good start. Then, if you look at the agenda, you'll see that we have 2 parallel sessions that occur at the same time. One would be for advanced neos, and the second one would be for beginners. So for beginners, you'll see this is the intro recommended for people who aren't well or don't know the program as well, who's looking to start Scopy in their country to get Scopy active, or to just learn more about our program if you aren't as experienced. Then parallel to that, we have some sessions for the advanced neos, or people attending the sessions, and this is an update on our annual working plan and achievements, as well as a strategic plan and midterm evaluation report. This is basically everything we've been doing, what we've done these past few months, and how we're going to go ahead. Then you guys will see there's a session or a slot allocated to sharing is caring. This is basically where NMOs will be able to share, or NEOs will be able to share certain things that are important or applicable and that other people would like to hear. Then you'll see our last session or slot of the day is just training sessions. These are again for different levels of experience. So we have initiatives and database updates. We have academic quality, and we have new technologies. So basically, this is pretty self-explanatory. Our database include a lot of different exchange, ADS exchanges, and other things like that that's applicable there. So this is day 1. We hope you're excited for the start. Then looking at day 2, so NFDP is the night before this, which means that you still need to be at these sessions at 9. So what we as your sessions team want to advise you is enjoy the NFDP completely, but try and do so in moderation. So then that will have a morning glory sessions, which will be determined still, but it promises to be a lot of fun. Then we'll go over to NMO sharing experiences, where we will showcase successes of different NMOs, what's been going well, what's worked, and just sharing with each other. Then again, we'll go over to 2 parallel sessions. The one is Scopy regulation discussions, and the other one is educational activities for exchange students. Here again, you'll go according to your level of experiences. More experienced neos will go over in the Scopy regulations discussions, whereas more beginning or new neos will do the educational activity session. Then we'll go over to our presentation of our small working groups, as well as working on the small work. So the presentation of the small working groups, all working groups will be made available to you, which you should look at and decide you want to join, where you want to fall in, and which one you want to be a part of. We will also be presenting for the exchanges fair, which will definitely also be happening. And yeah, so that is day 2. Then day 3, which is the best day of the GA, we will be starting with some extra small working group time from 9 to 9:30. This is something we're all very excited about, obviously. Then we will go over to preparations for the exchange fair for half an hour, and then the actual exchange fair, which will also take place. Please note that you have 2 hours for stories, and then people allowed from Scopy and 2 people are allowed from Scory allowed to attend these sessions. In these sessions, we will also be voting for the very best stand, which will be announced the next day. After that, we go over to day 4. So as I said previously, this is the only day where we will have our sessions in the afternoon. This doesn't mean you can just skip the morning, because we know Scopy matters the most, but we also have to remember that our regional sessions are very important and an incredible opportunity for you to bond with your region and be present. So we'll start with we'll go into our Scopy sessions, where we'll have regulation changes, again for the more advanced neos, and then training sessions for the newer neos. Then on our very sadly, we will be doing exchange training opportunities and pret hosts. So this is if you are planning a pret in the near future, then this is the ideal opportunity for you to promote the pret amongst other neos and people interested in Scopy. We will be talking more about that. Then we will also be presenting our small working group, so the outcomes of those, just a summary of the March meeting, everything we've done, everything that happened, and then we will also be taking our official photo to end off our Scopy sessions for the March meeting. Again, like I said, the regional sessions are on these days for the different regions, and these aren't an opportunity for you guys to catch up on some sleep. This is definitely a wonderful opportunity for you to meet people from the same region, to share, to make plans, to get to know everyone. So it's really important that you take this opportunity, that you enjoy it, and that you make the most of it.
You can check below all the informations for Africa in day 2, but day 2 is not, it doesn't mean day 2, it's in the second day of the regional sessions. So it means that it's in the 4th day of the general agenda, just to have it in mind. The only place that it's doing for 2 days is Europe. In Europe, you will have 2 opportunities to share. At the very first day 1, and then day 4, again with owner. Okay? Sorry for the interruption, Vilme. You can continue. Vilma?
Okay, and we'll also be having some here. Hello?
Hello, I'm listening.
Hello?
I'm listening.
Okay. So we'll can you hear me?
Yes, Vilmi, we can hear you. Vilmi.
Okay. So we'll also be having joint sessions. Okay. So we'll also be having joint sessions. There's a list of all the different joint sessions we'll be having, which you can just look at and choose the ones you are most interested in, and then attend those. So you can all see there's closing the immunization gap, professional health, sexual health and mental health patients, just to name but a few, but there are a few to look at.
Yeah, one thing important about the joint sessions is that it's about the joint sessions. So there's no specifically for exchanges. Feel free to choose another one that catch more your attention. It doesn't need to be something related to exchanges. All right, that's the main idea. Oh. Okay, and now we're gonna discuss a bit about the exchanges.
This is
it's more like a sharing experiences moment for you all. Anybody would like to start? Maybe Miriana, can you please start?
To start with my part of the preparations of the proposal, right?
No, it's about the exchanges fair. Guys, the exchanges fair is one of the most incredible experiences.
Yes,
it's all about over 60 people in the world, not 60 people, sorry, but 60 Scopy active animals that are willing to share their experiences. Everybody will have a stand, and you can get stamps. As you can see, people here, they have flags everywhere. Yeah, that's it. What do you think, Miriana?
Yeah, okay. Well, from my perspective, like from the last year, it was in Malta. It was my first GA, and the session that has like been the best for me is the exchanges fair itself. And why is that? It's because personally, I have met like so many friends at that session is exceptional. You know, because when you go to other sessions, you will be like talking with like maybe 20 to 30 people, and here you can talk and like hang out with everyone. And also it is not so strict as like the other sessions, which are more serious. And there will be music, there will be party, there will be gifts from each and every NMO, and you will be able to like gain all the information you need about certain country, maybe some country that your students are interested in to sign a contract with. So that would be for me.
All right.
Hey guys, yep. I guess exchange fair is the most important part of the March meeting. And if you are in for some Indian chocolates, so we are bringing them up. So do find us for chocolates.
All right, that's amazing. Anybody want to share? Yeah.
And also, like, hello everyone. And also, I think the exchanges fair is like the most traditional session we have during this GA, because if we organize the exchanges fair each year, and definitely the exchanges fair is the one session that everyone wants to sneak in, and therefore we also don't allow other people to get in before we open the gates for everyone. So you will be also the special people who are invited to our exchanges fair. So you can feel also special about it.
Just to give you like a quick story about the exchanges fair. In the past, it was known as the AF market, because there you guys shared invitation letters, card of acceptance, confirmations, card of confirmations, and so on. But with the creation of our most loved database, in 2003. Its use is now more for sharing and caring and getting to know the world, and that's the experience that I wish that the Scopy Sessions team wishes for you to have. All right, so that's it for this Exchanges Fair. Bring everybody prepared. Then we have our Scopy regulations changes. Actually, Miriana, would you like to say something?
Yes. Yeah. Well, I would like to just to emphasize the fact that at the March meeting itself, we will be having only 1 hour for the regulation changes, like for the discussion, and we have received 20 inputs from our NMOs, from our news, and in addition to that, we have received 8 proposals from the Skopje international team. So it is of a greatest importance to discuss them previously to the March meeting at the news server. So please, for all the news, for all the NMOs, please just collaborate in this work, like all together, and please participate in the discussion at the news server, because we will really not have enough time for the voting, for the discussions of the proposals at the March meeting itself.
Yeah. How about you other guys? Sartak?
I guess regulation changes are the most important part, because it concerns us like how the way we govern ourselves as a Scopy, as an independent body. And I guess vote is our power, so we should know what regulation we are going to vote for in the favor and what we are going to vote against. So I guess be intelligent about what proposal you are going to propose and vote for.
Okay. Anybody else?
I agree, and I think it's a great opportunity for you to learn more about Scopy, about how it works, and about like the finer details of things, the behind the scenes action. And it really is quite informative. It is quite long, but it ends up not being so bad.
Omer, you want to say something?
Yeah, and also if we don't care about every regulations, we might end up having we can't regulate how we have to handle with situations or problems we have in the future. So that's also why we have to take care of our regulations, and therefore we have to read all the regulation changes and everything beforehand. We have to know, so we don't mess up with our regulations.
Okay, thank you very much. As everybody mentioned it, and not to be repetitive, I just would like to say that the regulations changes is an opportunity for you as an NMO to raise your voice and defend your exchange program, because there are some regulations changes that can apply for one NMO, but not for the others. So please be present, explain us your perspective, be participative, and we will be really, really willing to hear your voices. I just want to remind you that we have a chat here in the webinar. Whenever you want, we are now in a sharing experiences moment. So if you want, feel free to share your experience in the chat, and at the end of the webinar, we will share it to everybody. We will read it. Okay. Also, we have this small working group time. Anybody want to share some experience here?
No, I can start.
You can start, Omer.
Yeah. Since the time we spend for Skopje and for IFMSA is mostly on computers, these small working group times are really important for us, because we meet in person and we can discuss everything that has to be changed in Skopje in person. And therefore, these small working group times are really important, because they actually shape how we are going to work on things, how we are going to propose the regulation changes for the next meeting. So therefore, the small working group times are the ones where you can also shape the future of our standing committee That's what I believe.
Thank you. Anybody else?
I guess also SWG time is a play where you can bond with your friends and discuss on things which are important for Scopy as a team. It's a good brainstorming session so that we can plan for the future as well. Thank you.
Right.
Yeah, I also think it's an opportunity for you to weigh in on or give your opinion on important topics and to kind of be involved in bigger things that are going on in Scopy besides just what's going on in your NMO.
All right. Miriana, do you want to say?
No, I don't have nothing to add. I agree to everything that was said by the people before.
Cool. You're the same with me. So then we move forward. And last one is the NFDP. Guys, unfortunately, there's no existing photos about the NFDP. What happens in the NFDP is stays at the NFDP. Please remember that. Error, #404, no pics found, NSFW. And have a nice picture from the database. Yeah, this was Shartak. He tried to send me a picture from him in NFDP. That happened. Again, see, that was Miriana this time. And this was Viomis.
And guys, please don't click photos of the people at NFTP. That's a bad habit.
Yeah.
Okay, for those who don't know, NFDP means National Food and Drink Party, and
Ooh.
yeah, it's off topic of our exchanges. Yes. So the preparation for the March meeting, in this case, the pre-March meeting, the pre for NEOs. For NEOs and exchange officers in general, we all had a deadline that was 1st of February to fill the NEO report. Thank you very much for each one of you who filled the report. It's important for you to know that all the 100 NMOs filled the report. And we are very, very thankful for that. We really appreciate your efforts. About the submission of the regulations changes and proposals of small working groups. Thank you very much for those people who proposed changes or regulations and small working groups. All right. We're gonna talk more about them like in the next slides. And also we had another deadline, which was the 16th of February, to update your database NEO profile contact information and to update your stamp and signature, and to update the explore pages of NMO and all your LCs. All of these were requirements for you to get voting rights for the March meeting. If you don't have voting rights, you cannot vote. So your voice will not be heard. Actually, your voice will be heard because the lack of voting rights doesn't include you understand. That's fine. So please fill this information, the database profile, explore pages, and stamp of signature as soon as possible, so you can get them for the March meeting. All right, fill it ASAP. And then we're gonna talk about the small working group proposals with Omer. All right.
Hello everyone again. So we are going to have like 10 small working groups in this March meeting, and I literally beg you to read all the proposals beforehand, and please try to choose one of the small working group beforehand, so you don't have to read the proposals during the GA, and you can also start preparing yourself for the small working group. So first small working group will be the National Social Program, a revolution. As you know, as the NMOs, we are requested to provide like a really good exchange program, which have the excellent academic quality, and also it's a de facto rule to inform your incomings about the social culture of your country. And in this small working group, you will brainstorm ideas, and you will try to improve the exchange experience by providing a better social program. And then we will have the practical solutions on visa issues. Well, we always have the problem with visas, and this small working group will try to create a manual, and then they will try to improve the visa procedures training and informations about visa procedure. Then we have next the how to motivate dinosaurs. There are like several exchange officers who are still holding up to their position, and they don't improve anything of their work within Skopje. So we want to reach these kind of people, and we want to find the way to reach them with your help. And then we will have the Skopje stakeholder mapping. This small working group will have the idea to create a stakeholder map, so you can also work with externals nationally. Then we have the Exchanges Week. The Exchanges Week, or aka the X Week, is one of the most exciting idea of our Skopje IT, and we want to involve as many NMOs as possible, and this small working group will try to find ways to motivate more people so they can also attend. And then as next we have the outgoing selection fair question mark. So this is we already started working on outgoing selection, but we try to make it as fair as possible, and therefore we will try to think or try to find regulations or new ways of selection of outgoings. Then we will have the Exchange Student Travel Assistance Fund. So this small working group will try to find ways to grant exchange students a way to support their travel expenses, or a way to balance their budget during the exchange with the ways of travel assistance. Then we will have the NGA sessions. In the NGA sessions, small working group, we always tend to have more or better NGA Skopje sessions, so we can improve the capacity of our local exchange officers. And this small working group will discuss how to improve our national GAs. Then next we have two more. The first one is the promotional material, do it yourself. In our Skopje strategic plan, we already mentioned that we want to have at least 70% of NMOs who will have their own promotional material. And this small working group will try to find ways to help you create your own promotional material. And the last, we have the evaluation in Skopje students and tutors. We want to review the evaluation form we have right now, and we want to evaluate how we evaluate the tutors. So this small working group will try to improve the way we evaluate the tutors. And also last, I want to we should thank all the coordinators and all the people who proposed the small working groups. Yeah, that's it.
All right.
Rodrigo, do you want to add something?
I believe you added everything. Thank you very much, Homer, for this. The only thing that I really need to add is read the descriptions you will find in the email that we sent in the NEOS and Skopje server, and choose yours. With proposals is your opportunity to improve our exchange program, and that's what we want for you. Be participative, give inputs, and share your ideas. That's it. And now we're gonna talk about the regulation changes proposal with Miriana.
Yeah, thanks, Rodrigo. Okay, so I'll tell you now about the regulation change proposals that we have received during the period of January. So we received, as I already said, 20 proposals from 5 different MMOs. Those are the Netherlands, Spain, Mexico, Algeria, and Serbia, and plus 8 proposed by the Skopje IT. I would use this opportunity once again on behalf of the Skopje Sessions team to thank all of you who have proposed and also all of you who are discussing them at the new server. So the topics that have been, the changes proposed are affecting are the general definitions, members, procedures at Skopje meetings, regulations of the Skopje Exchange program, and regulations for the use of IFMSA Skopje official forms. We can continue. And now we are going to go through each one of them. So first part is about general definitions. Next slide, okay. So first change was proposed by the Skopje International team, and it is about adding the change that all our clerkships should be done as in the teaching or learning hospital, so it can guarantee the best learning outcomes. We can go on. As you can see here in the explanation, the Skopje IT believes that they should happen only in those hospitals because it is providing the best experience for the students and the best learning outcomes, of course. Okay, we can go on. Second proposed change was also by the Skopje IT. So they have proposed to remove the word objectives and instead to use the word aims. You can go to the next slide. Why is that? Why do they think that it should be changed? It is because these objectives cannot be acted on directly, and they are not like smart, like specific measures, attainable, time-bound, and so on, like all the objectives should be changed to the aims. Go on. Okay, the next thing is about members. You can go to the next slide. But guys, now I will stop explaining all of this because, as I have already said, we have 28 proposals received, and it would take a lot of time. So we will just go to the summary, and that is why it's really important for all of you to read all the proposed changes that you will receive after this webinar. As I said, it will be really like time consuming here in the webinar, and I suppose it will stay here like for 2 hours or more. So we have made like a small specific summary, and now I will share it with you. Just
Miriana.
Yes.
Thank you very much. I am clapping with my feet because I think that we really need to discuss it in advance, and I really appreciate that initiative of doing a summary instead of presenting everything at the same time. Thank you.
Yeah, since all the you're welcome. Since all the news will receive them, I think that there is no use of us now to waste time on that. They should like read them, and then we can discuss them together at the news server. So, like for the general one, general definitions, as I already said, our exchange should only happen in teaching, learning hospitals, and Skopje has aims instead of objectives. For the second part, which is connected with members, the changes that are proposed are like the payment of non-IFMSA countries should be done in advance. Then the next one is explore pages and the exchange conditions should comply with each other. So to contain the exact information, and then explore manual to be removed from the text of the regulation since it doesn't exist anymore. Next, for the procedures at Skopje meetings, Skopje IT has proposed that TNET and national Skopje sessions, like the sessions you have at your national GAs, should also be included as official Skopje meetings. Then the next ones are the regulations of the Skopje exchange programs. Here we have received like the vast majority of 28 proposals that were received previously. So the deadline for publishing changes of exchange conditions on the server should be changed. Then changes are to be published by NEOS on the server because now it is not like stated who should publish them. Then card of documents should contain info about specific diseases that students must be immunized against. Then in the COD to be in the PDF or JPG formats to add detailed visa requirements. Then for the email agreements, which are made 2 weeks prior to the August meeting to be valid. Then the next one is to register contracts at the database within 2 months after the signing. Then to supply your incomings with a copy of the department-specific handbook if it is available. Okay, the following one is so now it is about deadlines for AFs and CAs. So the first one is that the deadline for sending AF should be 4 months instead of 3. Then the warning for 10% capacity of capacity left should be posted by NEOS, sent by NEOS to the NEOS server for the whole exchange season, not only for July and August as it is right now. Sorry. Then the CA deadline to be 10 weeks for the same IFMSA region and 12 weeks for the different ones, not 8 weeks like we have now. Then the next proposal is to return deposits to the incomings or to inform sending NEOS if there were some major costs. Then to send the invitation letters early enough to allow cancellations if student applied for visa early enough but hasn't received an answer yet and the CC deadline is approaching. And then the hosting NMO to refund the cost if they failed to send the invitation letter on time and student didn't get a visa because of that. So as you can see, like for this 7th part of our regulations of the Scope Exchange program, we have received so many, and it is really, really important. I once more have to emphasize it, to discuss them on the new server previously to the March meeting. We can go to the next slide. And for this 8th part, like for the regulations for the use of IFMSA Scope official forms, we have received most of them concerning the language certificate. But to start from the beginning, like first one was all NMOs to have 1 month after signing contracts to accept them in the database. As you can see, you can notice that we had like the similar proposition, like from in the 7th part as well from the Scope IT. Then to use only formal photos in both AFs and CODs, as some NMOs had problems with universities accepting students because they were sending like photos from the beach, etc. Then to delete rules form from regulations, as everything stated there is already in our Scopy terms and conditions. Then the next ones are considering the language certificate. So to assign a language certificate only to students who at least meet the requirements to be able to understand and take part in both general and medical conversations, and to be able to argue and debate on medical topics. Then NMOs requiring higher level must emphasize that in their exchange conditions. Then a group for language test is to be made, and they are to come up with a test which will be common for all the NMOs around the world. And the last one we received is the hosting NMO has the right to cancel the clerkship if the incoming student does not fulfill the requirements stated in the above points, which are like considering the language certificate. So that would be it. I hope that you didn't get bored. But in order not to get bored at the March meeting itself, once again, this document with all the proposals will be sent to you right after this webinar. So you can check it, and please check it. And please, if you have any like red flags, or if you have anything that you would like to support, like really, really good, and or to like disagree with something really bad, please just give those inputs so we can discuss and prepare everything before the March meeting. That would be all for me for now.
All right, that was it, Mariana?
Yeah.
All right, thank you very much. To emphasize, if you think that there's a group for language tests to be made by Scopy IT or any other group of NEOs, raise your voice. If you think that only formal photos should be used in both AFs and CODs, raise your voice. If you think that we should delete the roles form from the regulations, raise your voice. If you think that national scope sessions should be included as official Scopy meetings, raise your voice. If you think that anything else that is written here in the regulations should be, raise your voice. We really want to hear from you. All right. We'll be at the March meeting and available via the email scoped@ifmsa.org to listen to you. We actually still have how we vote in Scopy. Basically, this is this flow chart here that we're not gonna go over it. We're gonna re-explain it in the Scopy sessions, still in the Scopy regulations voting process. But we would like also to address for you this opportunity to get to know more about how it works. Okay, there is 2 videos that were made previously, not with the intention to show at the Scopy sessions, but actually to the plenaries. And it's basically the same procedures. And you will find the plenaries 1 and the plenaries 1.1. Sorry, plenaries 1.1, 101, and 101 part 2. Okay. With them, just click on the link and you will be available to see everything after. All right? Okay. And that's it, right? Sartak, you can take from here.
Yes, thank you, Rodrigo. So next slide, Rodrigo. Yes, the to-do list for the Montenegro 17. First, hang from a tree branch and then just relax. And next slide, Rodrigo. Also here, I would like to remind you of some things. NMO sharing experiences, please send your applications. For NMOs who want to share their success stories. For NMOs hosting PET this year, send your applications and presentations to Mariana. And remember, if you don't have voting rights, make sure to get them because your vote is your power. Also, news, don't forget, remember to save the world. And next, with this deadlines over, what you do now, regulations post August meet 16th, please read them very carefully and be aware of the changes that were made in the August 16 regulation change proposals. Read them that have been discussed by Mariana and Rodrigo, discuss them on the server, decide what you want to vote for, read the description of the SWGs and join your favorite one. Exchanges Sphere, know every detail on your NMO's exchange program and bring a lot of materials to distribute. Next slide, Rodrigo. And remember, Scopy banner, you have to bring it. And what else? News stamp, if you want to sign more contracts, invitation letter, hard copies, example for visa purposes. And some of the NMOs have requested IELTS, so don't forget to mail them for invitation letters. And also, we are having first Football World Cup. Yay! And so bring a pair of football shoes for that. Exchanges Fair, last size national flag, you have to bring it. And do remember to respect your fellows. Do not steal it, okay? Ask for it. Your national hat to be able to be easily recognized among 600 participants for the Exchanges Fair. Promotional material, t-shirts, unique costumes, gadgets, gifts, anything. Sweets, chocolates, whatever you want, whatever represents your country best. And with this, I leave you with sessions team wishes. See you in Budva. Rodrigo?
All right. Thank you very much, Sartak. I would like to emphasize the importance of the pair of football shoes. As a really good Brazilian, I'm inviting you for this opportunity, this International World Cup that we're going to create there. So please be fit and let's run a lot.
And even girls, you should also take your football shoes with you.
Yeah, what, Miriana?
I told even girls should take their football shoes with you.
Girls should definitely take it. They are the best players. All right. So yeah, we're coming to the end of our meeting, and now we would like to address some sessions team wishes for this. I would like to start with Miriana. Could be your turn first.
Okay. Okay. So what will we wish for this March meeting is like to tell you all to not be. Actually, I'm going to address the newcomers here first. Don't be afraid to ask whatever you want, and don't be afraid to approach anyone, either of us or other like more experienced news from you. And don't be afraid like that you will say something stupid, because there are no such things in Skopje. We are all here to help you and to answer whatever you would like to know. And of course, see you soon in Budva. I'm so happy that this March meeting is in Balkans region. And as I said, see you all soon. And I'm sure that we will have a great time.
All right. Who'd like to go second?
Okay, I will. Guys, don't forget to approach us. And guys, do remember, if you are nervous, just remember there's a Skopje party in Montenegro waiting for you in just less than a week.
Alright.
Yeah, I think from my side is just have fun. Remember, this is one of the best, or this is the best time of your life, and just remember the people and enjoy the moments, because one day when you're old, these are the moments you're going to remember, not everything else. Or remember or not remember, I'm not too sure, but yeah, we'll just expect amazing things, because that's what this meeting will deliver.
Homer?
So I think we all should remember that the GAs might be a demotivating time as well if you forget to have fun during GA. So please don't forget to try to have fun, and I think you will have the best GA ever. And yeah, just try to have fun while working together with everyone, and try to make friends. Don't be shy. People won't bite you if you are just going to say hello to them. And yeah, that's it.
All right, thank you. And then finalize. I would like just to say one thing that is in our survival kit. You could notice that we answered one question that was, what Skopje taught to you, right? You could all, like everybody noticed it, that we all from the sessions team think very similar. Everybody comes from the background of wanting to change the world, to want to meet the world, and that's really, really great. What Skopje taught me was that the planet Earth is really, really small, and the GA is an opportunity for me to meet all these people. You're gonna meet over 1,000 people from everywhere in the world. So make sure to enjoy it as its maximum. It's literally hashtag no sleep at all and enjoying at its maximum. All right. On behalf of the sessions team, I would like to say that it's hard to do the best sessions in the world. I'm not gonna say that we're working to make everything the best, but we're working to give you the most memorable experience, the most unforgettable memories as you can, so we can all share and develop ourselves as much as we can. All right. So we really, really like to see you in Budva. This is the wishes that we have as a Skopje International team. And thank you very much for the attention that you had in the meeting. For those who didn't attend and are seeing the video now, enjoy the video too. If the GA already passed, I hope you enjoyed the GA. Just kidding. Guys, is there any message in the right side? I didn't check it, but we still have 5 minutes until our timeline of 1 hour. Would you like any questions? So we have Iris, the new general from IFMSA. Hashtag no sleep at all, enjoying everything to its maximum. Okay, that's a really, really large hashtag. I believe we are done. So let me go back to the Hangouts. I will stop sharing my screen. Everybody now is gonna share our videos. Everybody can see. Please look really, really well to each one of these faces. Say hi, Miriana. Don't be like this. Say hi. Miriana doesn't want to say hi. There's Vilme.
I don't hear you properly. I don't say hi to everyone.
Okay. The great shark attack. It's here. He's a heart from Sartak. And Omer. He doesn't
I'm
get
also
video.
waving. I'm also waving my hand, but somehow
Okay.
my webcam is not working.
Just Miriana again, just to finalize with the close. And then me. Guys, see you in Budva, and bye-bye.
See you.